Alright, Shalom. I give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, and double honors to the apostles of GMS and the brothers out there sincerely doing the truth. Shalom. Today I want to get into a quick topic, nothing too big, about separating niggas from brothers. Because, um, of course we still got a job to do out there, but we still got things to do to work on ourselves in here. Of course, we know there's still niggas among us, or should I say the 2/3 among us, but um, there's some issues where brothers can't be brothers, and that should be another priority to work on, because how can you call yourself a brother if you don't act like a brother? You have these weird intentions thinking that you're doing right, but when you're confronted about it, you feel like you're being attacked. But that's not even the case of it. Because when the brother comes up to tell you that, hey, you could be doing this, and you retaliate against it, then who's to say that you're a brother now? You could claim you're one, but that doesn't mean you are one. Rehearse the righteous act. If a brother comes up to say that, hey, you should actually be doing this to help a brother out, then I would actually look back on it myself and say, yeah, I could do more. Not even a little more, but I could do more than what I'm sure should be doing. So I want to get this first scripture, 1 John 4:1. It's 4:1. Yes, 4:1. Ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them. Oh, this ain't the one. Salakia. Salakia, I was reading the wrong scripture. This is 1 John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of Yahweh. Because many false prophets are gone out unto the world. Hereby hereby now ye the spirit of Yahweh. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahweh Shai is come in the flesh is of Yahweh. But so I kept reading over more than I wanted to. But the point of me getting the scripture was because if you're gonna walk in the spirit, you gotta be of the spirit of Yahweh, because you can guarantee that the Lord did not act off his own way of thinking that, hey, I'm always right. He said, in one scripture he said, I am your servant. He was the ultimate brother to help brothers. He didn't think that, oh, this brother is fine, he'll be all right. He was like, no, I'm here to serve just as much as you're here to serve, and that's what other brothers should be like. In this world, you're never doing enough. When you think you're doing enough, then that's when you should be doubting yourself. Because the issue with that is people would think a certain way about you if you don't try to be brotherly. And a lot of niggas in this society as it is don't even act brotherly, even towards themselves. They would do some off the wall crap and think it's okay, or they'd be like, oh, this guy's fine, he don't need nothing, but then have a whole stack of money towards himself. How can you call yourself a brother if you are holding out on your own brother? You would be no better than the rest of these niggas out here. So I'm gonna get this other scripture, which is Philippians 1:9. And this I pray, that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge and in all judgment. And that's to the point right there on that scripture, because if you love your brother, you're gonna show it. You're gonna, hey, I'm gonna keep. Even if the brother may not seem like he needs anything, he may be hiding it, thinking that, thinking he may be okay. But if you can scope out that, hey, uh, it's too cold out here, and this brother has a small jacket on. Well, your first intention should be, hey, I'm gonna get this brother a bigger jacket. But you got to show that sincerity to that brother, that, hey, that you really care for that brother. Because other brothers won't have to side eye about you, thinking that, hey, you're some. I mean, not many. Even if that was the case, some brothers may not peek it out. But in that type of scenario, if you really care for that brother, like your own family, then you best believe you should actually show it. Don't just sit there and just let the brother just be cold just because he says he's fine. But many people don't think ahead about these things. They just go off based off their own opinion. What else? Which actually leads to this other scripture I had right here. This is Hebrews 5:14. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Oh, yeah, okay. But yeah, this is Hebrews 5:14. The strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age. And that full age, of course, can mean actual the age, but spiritually too. Because being in its truth, you tend to grow more mature than you would in the world, based off of regular age. And some people may see it, and some people may not, or even notice it. But this truth spiritually gets you more grounded and more grown, mature to yourself. It helps you. It's like your own maturity book to help you raise yourself. So I'm gonna keep reading. Even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. And the reason I got that scripture is because people like to base things off of if they feel like they're doing enough. And sometimes if you feel like you're doing enough, then sometimes you can actually consider that as the wrong type of pride. Because in this society, you're never doing enough, as I said. It is enough. You got a lot of things to do. But niggas always want to take things to a whole nother level on the wrong side. But that's where our senses come in as, hey, we picking out this evil person compared to this good person that's being charitable to amongst the brothers. Whether it's been money, clothes, even food. It doesn't matter. The charity comes in different ways. But we use those senses to peek out those things. And that's why I say it leads up to that. Because being a brother leads to many things. You can't just be a brother and say I did this one thing and everything's okay with them. No, we live in a world where anything can happen to where the Lord could actually take something, or a brother could be struggling with something. Just because you think you helped them out one time, you think you're gonna be good for the rest of their life. That doesn't work out. That's not how it works. So I'm gonna get this last scripture right here, which is Hebrews 4 and what is this? 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. So you could think that you're doing something right, but if you don't acknowledge that, hey, you could do more, the brother comes up to you and tells you you could have done this and that, and you just fight it off, you can't expect not to be rebuked about it and think you're in the right. Because when that truth comes out and hit you and it hurts you, then that should be telling you something that, hey, that you did not do enough, that you was not more brotherly. Being a brother is even telling you that you're going off when you are going off. But to show that you actually are trying to be a brother, sometimes you gotta be able to take those rebukes and not fight against it. It's just that plain and simple. Because maybe niggas would just fight against it and just get kicked out about it because you can't take a simple rebuke when a brother comes to you and try to help you out. A rebuke is a helping hand, technically, if you want to think about it. You gotta be able to take those rebukes. But that's where we brothers gotta work and grow on this, because we're all we got left. So with that, I want to say Shalom and death to America.